Welcome back, I am Dr. Ruckus, and today we're cruising from top 1000 Mythic to top 500 Mythic, winning 90% of the games along the way with none other than Golgari midrange. This deck is meta. It's good. It's very good, and the new card that has brought it over the top is the Mosswood Dreadknight. It's pretty interesting how absurdly powerful this card is, because when you are the one playing it, it's fairly subtle. You're like, okay, I blocked with it, I get to play it again, I get to draw a card and replay it, and it's like, all right, well, we're chipping along here. When you play against it, it's immediately obvious how ridiculous this card is, because as the aggressor against this card, you're like, all right, I killed it, and then they got to draw a card and replay it, and now we're in the exact same position I was in last turn, but then now a card ahead. Like, it's like, and they get to do that every turn for the rest of the game. You're like, that doesn't feel that good. So this card is extremely powerful, even if it feels subtle for yourself to play. As I played this deck today, I continued to tweak it down. I started with some more kind of fun top end stuff like Ashiok and Sorin, and maybe even a Vraska or Nissa. I tried out cards like The End, and the more I played it, I was just like, I think you just need to keep your game plan tight and consistent. You don't need the flashy over the top stuff to win. You need, against aggro, you need to be really consistent and able to react in the early game. So of course, 4 copies of Cut Down, no questions asked. I did up the sleeper all the way up to 4 quantities just to have a blocker out there. Maybe you level it up to a 2/2 and it trades early. That's all you need to do. Because the truth is, the longer the game goes on against any aggro deck, they can't beat Dreadknight. If you are alive and you have the Dreadknight and you're just drawing an extra card and blocking something every turn, you can't lose that game. So you need to stabilize early. We got the Virtue of Persistence in here. -3/-3 is solid. Gain 2 life. You do need some life gain as well to survive mono red. Flesh Gorger has life gain. Trespasser has some incidental life gain off removing cards out of the graveyard, including things like your opponent's Phoenix Chick or, Play with Fires, they want a flashback. And then, of course, Sheldra, the ultimate stabilizer. Glissa, also a fantastic stabilizer. First Strike Death Touch is impossible to get through. In terms of sequencing, this is the card I always save last. You want to run your opponent out of as many Lightning Strikes as possible before you play this, because once this is down, it's not going anywhere and your opponent cannot get through it. So then against control, how do you do? And I think the answer is, one, fairly well. Again, straight up removal. Sweepers that are not exile effects can't really deal with the Mosswood Dreadknight. You just draw an extra card and you're back where you are the next turn with another 3/2 attacker. But when it comes to exile effects like the Wandering Emperor and Sunfall, I think you just need to be very judicious and thoughtful about your usage of the Underdog and your 2 creature lands in the form of the Restless Cottage and Mishra's Foundry. You do not just want to play this out against his opponent. You want to wait until the Emperor gets flashed in. You want to wait until Sunfall resolves, and then get the hasty Underdog in or a creature land to attack down a Planeswalker, continue to put on pressure. Maybe you have 1 mana extra open that you can use Cut Down to remove the blocker, but that's where you want to be. This deck is strong. It's meta. It's very good. And Mosswood Dreadknight, if you haven't played it yet or haven't crafted it, definitely be playing it, because it is powerful. Yeah, State of the End, the last boss to get to 500 Mythic, is pretty absurd. And then at the end of the videos, I am answering all your questions and comments live, so stick around. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the play, looks great to me. Steve together. I haven't really looked at the background before that much. It's got a little Rat King, some dude with a horn, some mice. What else is there? Candy and worms? Phoenix Chick. Phoenix Chick with the hesitation into the attack. All right, we'll go for the throat here. Play a little more defensively. Flesh Gorger is going to be huge if you can stick around. What do you got, Steve? Swift Spear. Looks like I go for the throat target. Another Swift Spear. What do you think? Do you take the Chicks or the Swift Spears? Swift Spear is a lot of damage. I think the Flesh Gorger trade is going to be awkward. I'm going to take these guys. I think I'm going to do a lot of damage next turn. Down to 17. That's a draw we'll eventually get to. It's got to be the Gorger this turn, though. And just pray they don't immediately have Lightning Strike. Looking at it, I feel like they got Lightning Strike. They're taking their time, though. Steve's the thinker. He's pondering. Touching cards. Touching cards. Lightning Strike. All right, there goes my life linker. If we get below 5, the spell costs 2 less to cast. Ooh, baby, let's go. Let's go. All right, who do you really want to the end in this deck? Creature or Planeswalker? Down to 15. No blocks. I'm not playing into your games. Yeah, play with fire to the face. I got it. We must have something else too. Let's make the Swift Spear even bigger. Another play with fire, maybe a end the festivities. We draw. It's more land. Okay, we actually net up 1 life if we do this. So I'm down for that. Sure. Incrementally gain a little bit of life here. No attacks. Looks like they might play with fire, the Dread Knight. Nope. That's great for us. Epicure. They're surviving on 2 lands, down to 11. Just the chick. That feels like the end. Down to 10. More land's pretty good. Means we can the end. At instant speed, take out the chick for good. Okay. I think it's just a regular underdog. I don't even think you attack with the Dread Knight here. And I think you just the end the chick at instant speed. Graveyard, hand, and library. I guess ideally you do it before they draw into the next copy. So you actually want to do it. So this is as good a time as any. Very expensive, but there go all the chicks. Hand has Squee, Lightning Strike, and Warfare. Interesting. We'll take all these. None of them are in hand, so they don't get to draw. Yeah, okay. Well, knowing their hand's actually quite nice as well. This is an easy block with the Dread Knight. Very easy. Then we get to draw again, net up a life. Yep. Trade there too. More land. I'll keep drawing, net up a life. Backup Sheldred's fine. Replay the Dread Knight. Play out another underdog. Could probably get him with Sheldred at this point. I think we have enough blockers back. Chump. Okay. I think that has really sealed away the game. We were good for a while, but that sequence right there. Opponent with an empty board state, we're at 12. Warfare, it's too slow. We just swing back with everything. Yeah. Brutal. The Golgari grind. It's good. 2-lander on the play. It is keepable. If you curve out into a 3rd lane with Gix, that's always feels good. Alright, land for turn. Mono red. We are ready for you. 4 copies of Cut Down. We did not come unprepared. Glissa's great. We'll play the underdog here. If you can curve into Gix, it's quite powerful. Adversary. Let's see if they offer the trade. We could not block this time. It's a little bit scary against mono red. I'm willing to try it for a turn though. Down to 18. We don't hit the land. Ay, ay, ay. You could be pretty greedy here. Go for the land and cut down. That's extremely greedy. Pretty unlikely too. But we do need to hit land eventually. And if we can hit it this turn, it is massive. So I'm going to try it. We get there. Fortune favors the bold. People playing Monstrous Rage yet? They should be. So if that's the case, I think we'll just take this now. And I don't think we're blocking yet. I still would like a Gix trigger. I would not hate that. We're playing a little bit risky. Yeah, that's not that good. Okay. Probably got a bit too cocky there. Flesh Scourger is fantastic. Glissa, you want to survive Lightning Strike. If Glissa survives, you just win that game. So we'll give him the Flesh Scourger here instead. Make him deal with it. Maybe trade with Squee. Alright, hold him back this time. There's the first Lightning Strike. Need to run him out of Lightning Strikes by the time Glissa comes down. And then play with fire. Okay. Running out of time. Pretty punished for getting too aggressive on that 3rd turn or whatever. Should not have attacked with the underdog. In a land. It's not good. Cut down's great if we had more land. They just play back Squee. So I think it's just Glissa this turn and pray they don't have the next Lightning Strike. Looks like there's more stick here, maybe another play with fire. Chick in the air is an issue, probably have to cut that down. Scoundrel as well. Onto the chick, still cut downable. Sin Squad. Nearly dead here. Alright, lesson learned. Supreme punish for getting aggressive at all against mono red. Deserved the loss there. That was bad. 2-lander on the play. We can always Dread Knight into the 3rd land if we're against a slow opponent. Alright, let's begin. Hobo on red. It's not a slow opponent. You might just Virtue this turn. I think you do, in fact. Maybe we'll hit the 3rd land on time for Trespasser. Scoundrel. 2 mana, 2/2 haste. Next land is fantastic. I think you run out the Trespasser here. Nets a little bit of life, keeps the graveyard clean. It's a 2-for-1 if they try to lightning strike it. If Glissa comes down and sticks, the game's basically over. So try to run them out of lightning strikes first. Up to a nice and healthy 20. Scoundrel Part 2 can make that a 3/3, offer the trade. Ooh, they go for a pair of 2/2s. Okay. Are you willing to trade the Trespasser here? We don't have double black for Liliana. I think I'm fine 2-for-1ing. Our goal is just to survive long enough to Sheldred. Yep, there's Rage. It does have Trample, but it does trade. Next land is not double black for Sheldred. Drawing and losing a life isn't my favorite thing to do. They didn't show us Lightning Strike before. We'll try this out. First strike Death Touch is quite a lot. A flyer. Okay. That does something. We hit the Sheldred land. It's probably you. 3 counters from target permanent. Seems pretty good. Liliana is not bad here for that reason, actually. I guess you can do it either way. So you attack here first. If they don't block, you remove 3 counters from the Devastator. Okay. Submit 3. So you're dead. Then you can Liliana minus. Sack a creature. And still play out a blocker to block Liliana. It's a very good sequence right there. That was strong. Alright. Not flashing back anything scary. No Monstrous Rage. We're happy to trade here. Looks like another Monstrous Rage. Yep, it's okay. Liliana down. We get to recast this guy, though. Ideally hit... Oh, yeah. Then we can do everything here. We can still play Sheldred. I guess you can do that first, then. Yeah. That's fine. Then it'd be attack, draw a card. I think this game's over. Alright. Draw a card, lose a life, gain 2 life. Nice. Very relevant. And draw a card, lose a life, gain 2 life. Alright, I think the opponent should scoop after that. This is a ridiculous board state for mono red to get through. Yeah, there's a scoop. Came prepared, my man. On the draw, looks very reasonable. Mono red again. It's not mono red, what are you doing with your life? It's a land, not a double black though. We'll play around Monstrous Rage here. So we're gonna cut you down immediately. If you're not already doing that, you need to start doing that, or at least be thinking about it. Every mono red deck is gonna play Monstrous Rage now. It's about time. Okay. This turn, that's great. This turn we can wait to go for the throat. See if they play a Godric. Nope. Alright. We'll take you out now. What are you doing that doesn't have haste? Like a Chandra or something? Down to 16. Do nothing. Okay. What's the best play against someone who wants to do nothing? Giving them the underdog to interact with isn't bad. We want to keep the Flesh Scourger alive through Lightning Strike. So here comes an underdog. And maybe even the Sleeper as well. Might see both these things die, but as long as we keep Sheldred around and the Flesh Scourger around, that's all that really matters. To the face. Wow. Okay. That's pretty wild. What is their hand? Do we risk the Sheldred play? I think the answer is yes. If they have 2 Lightning Strikes and they want to use them both, so be it. I think at least you can get in. I don't think we need all the blockers in the world back. Do nothing on the entire turn cycle. Is their hand just all land? What is it? It's a lot of land. It's not a lot of land. Alright, Adversary, get back Lightning Strike. Still. They could have a lot of Monstrous Rage in hand too, and just no creatures to pair it with. That makes sense to me as well. Alright, I think that's about game over here. Can Flesh Scourger... Down to 10. Hold up in black for Go for the Throat. Swift Spear, okay. I think you block here and let him go for the blowout. I mean, we're going to swing back for lethal anyway, so this is basically game. I think we're going to use 2 Monstrous Rages here, maybe. Face. Alright, it's a 2-3. What else you got? One to the bottom. There's the next Rage. Down to 3, swing back with a lot of lifelink. This is okay with me. You could have done it either way. Yeah. Yeah, that's game. Ready to go. On the draw, I think I will keep this. I mean, everything we can possibly draw is either a land to hit or a 3-drop. Or 1-drop, or a 2-drop, or another 3-drop. But I don't think this is crazy to keep green. Alright, I don't think you need cut down. Get the tap land here. Gallic Raiders. Nice, there's the next land. Whenever it enters the battlefield, okay. I think we can wait. If they want to burn a hexproof, that's fine with me. Stomp. Okay. Yep, we'll nab you. This might be a Liliana sack a creature turn. Or cut down. Okay. 1 creature down. I guess I'm gonna ramp into like some big triplets or something like that. Gallic Raiders again. We could cut that down. Who's hitting the bin here? Sleeper's great in this battle of attrition. Flesh Scourger seems a little underwhelming. We don't seem to be under life total pressure. Tail Swipe. So, yeah, I'm okay using the cut down here, actually. If we keep the battlefields tidy, it's kind of awkward for them to do a whole lot. Because they know the Liliana minus is coming. I don't forget, is the Gruff Triplet 6 mana? Are we going to see it right now? Tribute to the World Tree. Not what I expected. Land. Okay. We'll keep plus in here. I will want that next land, so I guess we'll drop the Trespasser here. Tail Swipe. Okay. And we just Sheldred. And they're not going to have removal to deal with Sheldred, so it's going to be here a while. And any creature they play is going to get minus. So if they gruff triplets and they get 3 triplets, that's probably the best thing they could draw into against Liliana. Okay. Game goes on. Pretty good top deck opponent. Not going to lie about that. Draw 3 cards. All right. They are down to 11, though, which is interesting. So 2 level ups is the death touch counter. Okay. 6/6 with trample. But they're down pretty low. We'll take a creature. They're down to 10 now. I'm curious if they go after Liliana or not. We'll level up the sleeper once on their turn. Down to 8. They do have a life total problem. They can't sit there, but attacking is also awkward for them. They go face for 12. Do you play a double strike? What could happen here? Tyvar stand for 6? Even so, that'd be 18. I think you let this go. Call me crazy. Show me the double strike. Down to 8. I guess they have another Gruff Triplets. Scrap Gorger, okay. It can chump. Take a power up here. We'll play out everyone. Plus Liliana, let's see that last card. Okay, so I think that's game then. They can't gain life. Fairly close though. Take the second level up and scoop. Yeah. Interesting though. I mean, they had a great top deck there and it was kind of almost enough, but Sheldra sticking around is a huge issue, of course. On the play looks great. The tap land's a little awkward. We'll see where that fits in, but I'll get a sleeper down on one. Hopeless Nightmare. Okay. Discard a card. I like land. We're gonna need to go for Throat eventually. And Sheldred is the goat. So maybe it is the Trespasser here. Rely on the sleeper to get far. Backup sleeper. Okay. We'll take a level up here. Nothing to do on 3 currently anyway, so we'll get the cottage down next turn. We need to go for Throat for their Sheldred, they need to go for Throat for our Sheldred. Corrupt Court Official. It's discard tribal. I no longer think we need removal at this point. More land. Okay. Let's get in there. Well, it's more efficient to get this guy close to drawing. So we'll actually just take the 2 here. If all they want to do is discard every turn, maybe just leveling up the sleeper and drawing extra cards the way to win. Liliana. We'll discard the land. We can easily attack Liliana, then not all the way down. No more land for us. Okay. I guess you're just going after Liliana here. They block there. Alright, I still want to keep you off the -2. So, we'll send this up twice. So we can both discard, but we'll keep our battlefield presence. You couldn't be more annoying. Oh, God. Great. Alright, well, that blows. Here goes a Sheldred. That's great. I think you take the draw here. Okay. Kill it if you want. That's fantastic for us. This is the perfect card against them. I don't know that I would have done that, unless they have the next Liliana ready to go. Or they have a Graveyard Trespasser. That would be just perfect draw on their hand. Arena. Okay, so they have their own draw engine now. Definitely just cast this back. Glissa. Yeah. Keep playing this guy out. Down to 13. Duress. No non-creatures. Largely tapped out, except for a cut down. Definitely been the underdog. That can come back very easily here. More land isn't bad either. Sheldred's fine. Give him the extra punish for the arena. Won't die this turn. We'll see if they have Go for Throat on upkeep. Nope, they take the draw. Down to 9. Down to 7. Down to 5. In the scoop. Yeah, I wasn't looking forward to losing against 95% Mythic discard, so I'm glad we top decked the, whatever that new green card is. This is pretty clutch. On the draw, looks good minus that lack of third land. 76% Mythic, that's pretty interesting. Mono blue, yikes, alright. Well, this could be interesting. Nope, Dimir in fact, are we fairies? Or Duress. Lose Go for the Throat maybe? Lose you, that's kind of interesting. That's a great draw for us. We'll take the little extra value. This card's very good. Spell Pierce, the non-creature side. Woof. Alright. That's a card. What does this thing do? 3 mana, 2/4. Whenever you activate a Jitsa ability, top 3 cards, one in your hand, or on the bottom. Okay. Is this worth killing immediately? Resolving Glissa is non-trivial. We'll try it. Maybe they bounce it or do some funky ninja stuff, but... Each opponent sacks a creature unless they discard a card. I will discard a card. I don't think we need double Sheldred at the moment. If you remove all counters off of it, does it die? I don't know. Someone leave a comment. I actually do not know. I wish I knew, but I don't. I guess we can destroy target enchantment. That makes that easier. Okay. I really do not know. There's no reason to think it does, right? It's not a planeswalker. If you remove all the counters on it, they just start back from 0. I don't know. Someone leave in the comments. I don't know what happens. Scoop. That's what happens. Okay. Bizarre. On the play. Looks pretty fantastic. Keep this. Alright, so we can hold open black on 1. It's mono red. They have a 1-drop. I am ready for that. I mean... You kind of just want to play the blocker here, don't you? Ah, could have played the forest. I was thinking we played the first half when I played land. Okay, Swiftspear, we're happy to trade. They have to play with fire, that's okay. Now it is going to be a little costly to play it back. I think it's probably worth it. But this is going to hurt a tad. That's a fantastic draw. That was really fortuitous. We'll take you now. There's no chance they can grow it. Monstrous Rage, play with fire, whatever. 16 life, but I'm feeling okay. Tons of land, a little bit of life gain. I'll see if it's a squee. It's a Feldon that plays pretty well into Virtue. The -3 is much better than damage-based removal. Not that we have any in the deck anyway. Rapid Battery. Down to 13. Okay. Press on here. Definitely nab you. Net up a little life. Happy to keep trading with this guy. Could actually see a Virtue of Persistence win con this game. Though it's a little bit unlikely. It's very expensive to tap out for the whole turn. Don't even have many creatures we can block with. Adversary. Not getting back anything scary yet. And the Epicure. Alright, they're all tapped out. Do you want to offer the trade? I'll keep drawing. Okay, slam all. We can just nab the battery here. The draw isn't bad though, because we are a little bit out of cards. So I'm actually going to block here. Down to 13. The free nab is nice, but I think I'd like that extra card. Okay, that is fantastic. I'll do all the things this turn. We'll draw up. Play more land, and Yeah, get a little life gain. I think we'll just take a creature here, which has to be the chick. If they had another land and a card in hand, I might look for the Play with Fire, so they can't get it back, but they can't both draw a land and another adversary this turn, so we have another minute for that. They can't target this thing, so this is a very safe block here. They could Monstrous Rage, though, which is okay. Down to 11, removal is great. We're almost up to Virtue. We'll play back this guy. We'll hold to go for the Throat. I think I'd like to get a sleeper draw going. Might not need to go for the Throat. Okay, cycle a land. It's okay. Another land. Looking like about it. We'll take a power up. And another one. I would like to draw land. We'll take the next one. We're in no rush. We have removal. There's the next land for Virtue next turn. And we'll just leave up enough mana to go for the Throat something. And they scoop, yeah. Dude, the value of the draws, it's very powerful. Okay, 569. On the draw, no removal. We'll still keep this. But if it's mono red, might be a little bit dicey. It is mono red, okay. It's a Kumano. Nothing to remove anyway. That's a fantastic draw for us. We're not going to pick off their 2-drop though. Unless it is the 2/2 that needs the counter. That's I think that's too much to count on. It's totally possible. We'll see if they get it. But if it's a normal 2/2 with haste, then we can't have it with cut down. It's another Kumano. All right. Nothing lost here. Down to 18. This turn, hold the sleeper back to trade. And hold the cut down as well. No need to get aggro. Just take our time. I have the Sheldred ready to go. Okay. Leveling it up does not help. 2 damage regardless. You're dead. That's alright. Still at a healthy 18. Here comes a Kumano. Ren's Resolve. I will take you now. I'm still worried about Monstrous Rage, although I don't know if they're playing Ren's Resolve. This is not in the most meta deck, the hit land for turn. Great. We're setting up real nice here. I think play the Flesh Gorger. Again, strategy is always run them out as many lightning strikes as possible before you drop Glissa, because once Glissa comes down, it is a straight up brick wall. There's the first lightning strike. That's good. Run him out before Sheldred hits the battlefield too. And a chick in the air. Okay. So we're down to 15, but we have Sheldred, so I'm not super worried about our position. Here it comes. Maybe he'll Takenuma. If they do miraculously kill Sheldred with double lightning strike, we might have to get it back somehow. Takenuma gets cheaper with the Glissa as well. Let's see who's getting in there this turn. 1 card left in hand. Wow. Okay. I think you don't block here. I think you play Glissa instead. Do nothing. Definitely could have baited us. Invasion of Regatha. Oof. Ouch. 1 damage to 1 target creature. Okay. Still, we press on here. Trespasser isn't bad. It gains life. And we're pretty happy to trade it. I don't know if they're going to go after this Regatha or not. Well, if we take a creature, it gains some life. I think that's worth it to me. I think hold back here. Tempting to attack. We're down to 10, though. No need to make any mistakes. Down to 12. They're going face. I'm willing to trade at least you here. I think that's all for now. Down to 8. Flip to our side. Go for the Throat is fantastic. I think we can pick this off and attack with the Glutton. So I'll pick off the chick here. How many creatures are down here? Just 1? I think you're good to go at this point. Give him heck. We'll take the Kumano. Is that it for creatures? That is it for creatures. And we'll take a lightning strike then. So a little bit short of threatening lethal, I think. Down to 3. If there's one more creature, then could have nabbed with the glutton, and then they lose on upkeep off the draw. That's all for now. Okay, down to 1. Should be it. 11 is too steep to come back from, even for mono red. Down to 10. 1 card, 10 to the face. Let's see it. Flame Blessed Bolts. Good game. Yeah, good game. We still have First Strike and Death Touch. There's nothing more depressing than that. Okay, my minions. Let's go. Alright, good game. Very solid. Almost top 500 Mythic. We can get there. On the draw, this hand looks fantastic. Good against aggro. We got the Mosswood Knight against control. Mono red Swiftspear. Okay, that's what people are playing today. Down to 19. That's a great draw. We'll do this now. Play around Monstrous Rage. Swiftspear down. See if we can draw this turn. Probably just play it out as a 3-2. Alright, Scoundrel. Draw discard. That's pretty interesting. Bin a Boros land. What are we doing today? Alright, more land on our side. We'll just play out the blocker. Decent chance they dome it, kill it. So we don't ideally want to play it next turn. That's pretty slow. We might have to. Just keep the value. I think we're going to see the Boros life gain deck, maybe? No. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we need Glissa to clear out, I guess, an artifact. I think Glissa just kills enchantments, right? Well, game got a bit more interesting, I would say. We're going to turn on some pressure. The Forge takes a little while to get going. So what's interesting about this scenario is that maybe starting next turn, every time they attack with the Forge, we can just chump with the Dread Knight. Does it have trample? It does have trample. But then we can play back the Dread Knight both halves and draw a lot of cards every turn. Okay, Forge Part 2. It does have to attack. They attack with both, though. That's pretty interesting. Are you willing to trade a Trespasser with a Scoundrel plus a removal spell, plus another card in hand? I don't think so. I think I kind of want to race them back, honestly. We have so much land in hand. 10 to 16. This is really awkward. We need something other than land right now. Otherwise, we are actually going to start to get far behind. And the question is, do you sack the Dread Knight to the Forge just to draw into better cards? All right, they help us out with that question. We don't have to worry about it. Invasion of Agatha. They are burning us. 4 to the face. Okay, down to 12. Cut down is nice. We can still start here. Wow, more land. Deck is going hard mode. Killing the Scoundrel and taking it isn't bad. Could also just trade with the Forge this turn, though. I think it's probably better. Okay, keep getting in there. No creatures here. Down to 13. I think we can get out of this, but it's going to be a little bit close. This Forge is going to put on increasing amounts of pressure with trample. So next turn it'll be a 4-1. We could cut down the 4-1 next turn. Just you, I will trade. We do take 1 off the trample. Wow, plus 4-3, down to 6. Oh my god. Yikes, dude. Still, we have the cut down for this next turn. It's more freaking land. Wow. Goodness gracious. Virtue's actually really nice here. I think that's good for a lot of reasons. We can still hold open cut down. Get a little bit of life. Hold cut down for the 4-1. Get a little bit of life off the Trespasser as well. And hope they don't just top deck another Antagonize. How brutal would that be? Okay, here we come. Face is the place. I think you go for it. I mean, if they top deck Antagonize, they just win this game. Should be devastating. It goes through. That's huge. All right. Let's see if we can draw more land this game. Past us, flip to night side. It's more freaking land, dude. Wow. Wow. Okay. I'll still get in there, I think. I mean, put some pressure on. Absolutely brutal. I don't know what this last card is. They hesitated a really long time at the end of last turn. It's got to be an instant. Feels like a lightning strike. We're going to continue to press on here. Yep. I mean, they clearly have stick. We might lose. Okay. I'll play my creature one more time. Okay, again, they hold priority forever. I don't know what it is. The rope comes out. Show me the instant. You've been holding it forever. What is it? It is lightning strike, in fact, which is what I thought. So can they top deck lethal? This will be a 5-1. We have to block here. Okay. No questions about that. Otherwise, we lose. Down to 2. I swear to God, if we lose against this deck. What's that last card? It can't be lethal because you're hesitating so much. Okay, so we have lethal. We drew another freaking land. Oh my God. I think you just attack and remove the Dread Knight for lethal. That's a creature. Okay, can you stop me? Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands? Goodness gracious, dude. That's what it takes to get a top 500 Mythic. You have to beat the Forge? Oh my God, what a end boss. Hello, and welcome to the post-game chit-chat where I answer all your burning questions about Magic, life, and everything. Let's do it. Spellscorn Covering has been busted in my Esper Lear deck. Send me the list. I would love to check it out. I want to play this card. It looks cool. It looks very fun. Lear seems like a great thing to pair with it, obviously with the mechanic where you can flash back the adventure spells off of Lear and then replay the creature half still. I could see this deck being pretty disgusting to play against, maybe with some Fading Hopes in there, because you also benefit from fade hoping your own adventures again to get them back to the hand and replay the adventure half. So cool. Send me the list. I would actually like to check this out. Favorite moments on the channel? Probably the moments I released the big simulator video. I was incredibly anxious leading up to that because I knew it was going to be big. I knew it was really fucking cool. And I was very anxious to see how it was received. And I was very anxious seeing all the comments go in, you know, obviously having my first big video blow up. So probably favorite moment. Other big moments have been being invited to start doing the early access events as a creator and getting invited to film videos on the official MTG Arena channel. Both of those were milestones along the way that I was like, okay, I'm actually making progress here. Like these are legitimate things to have accomplished so far. Do I play any Magic formats beyond Standard? I sometimes play Commander with friends at work. I've got a Simic deck that basically just draws cards and ramps and doesn't do anything else, and I kind of just assume I'll win somehow. That one's pretty fun. Too intimidating? Yeah, I also play Sealed at shops. I like to go to pre-release events. It tends to be pretty exhausting, and since I'm also doing the early access events around the same time, that's a lot of Magic. Like if you're doing, you know, a 5-hour sealed event or 2 days in a row of that on the weekend, and then also, you know, staying up for 8 hours to do the early access stuff, that's quite a lot. So I don't do as much as I used to, but I like sealed. And Two-Headed Giant I love too. I've done Two-Headed Giant with my dad, which is immensely amusing, and also some other friends, so I like that too. Yeah, intimidating, I get that. I hope your special combo weapon entry wasn't annoying. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks, man. That's good. Great video and gameplay. Thank you. Mov, how he says mono red is 30% of meta, so bringing Elspeth's Might for underdog. No lol, what? I think this goes without saying. I was giving a example of a creature that you would want to exile. I was not trying to list every possible example. Obviously, Squee and Phoenix Chick are also lovely examples of cards you would like to exile instead of just destroy. Stomping. Yeah, this is really interesting. I would be fascinated to learn how the matchmaking algorithm actually works. It's interesting, as an engineer myself, I do know people who are engineers at Wizards of the Coast, and I don't know if there's a way for me to find out the information without getting sued for exposing secret stuff, but I would really be fascinated to speak with an engineer or an ex-engineer there and be like, hey, so how does the matchmaking algorithm actually work? What's going on under the hood? I would love to know that. I don't know anything about block construction. I can't really answer this. I think answering for comments is my fave section. Thanks. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's pretty chill. I like it. It's fun so far. 40 years ago. Yeah, I don't know. That's life. Yeah, I think that's it for today. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.